This year, the Moscow team takes part in IgM open competitions and conferences. The last year IgM team made a biosensor for children's pathogens associated with the project in Boston. They found more than 10 sponsors and organized a new team for this year. What is IgM? IgM, International Genetically Engineered Machines, is the largest and the most prestigious international competition and conference for bioengineering projects, founded in 2003 at the Massachusetts Technical University, Boston, USA. Over the course of the year, teams of biologists, programmers, chemists, and other specialists prepared projects and present them at the final conference in Boston in the fall. In addition to the project itself, teams must communicate with potential users and experts from various fields of science and business, conduct educational activities, popularize science in general, and bioengineering in particular. Since its inception, about 47,000 people in 2,700 teams participated in the competition, but there were only 3 teams from Russia. In 2019, Russia at the competition was represented by one team, the Igem Moscow team, which launched the Lime Express project. Students of the Moscow State University biology faculty were the core of the team. What is the essence of the Igem Moscow 2019 team project? Simply put, Lime Express is a compact detector for the causative agent of borreliosis Lyme disease in ticks. To use it, you don't need a laboratory or additional equipment, so you can check the potential danger of a tick even while away from civilization. The principle of the system is based on recognition of a specific sequence in Borrelia DNA, using CRISPR-Cas9 system, which is associated with a beta-lactamase, which provides a detectable fluorescent signal. This is, if causative agents of Lyme disease are in the tick, then in an hour using Lime Express you can verify this. If you have any questions, you may find the answer at the following link to Biomolecule. Look at the team's wiki page with a description of the project in English, or you may also listen to the Russian podcast from Medach. What has the IgM Moscow 2019 team achieved? The IgM Moscow team presented their project at the final Giant Jamboree conference in Boston. Participation in it was not just an experience, it brought new acquaintances and promising options for collaborations around the world, opened up a new competitive environment for Russia in principle. More information about this can be found on the website of biological faculty. 107 teams from China, 98 teams from the Americas, 89 teams from Europe, and several other teams from other countries fought for medals together with the IgM Team Moscow. In 2019, for the first time in the history of the competition, the Russian team was able to almost completely reach America, try their hand at the international arena, and gain the necessary knowledge for the future victories. Of course, a large-scale project required a lot of money, including the cost of paying the registration fee, reagents, and the trip itself. In addition to the colossal support of the faculty, the team managed to negotiate with a number of major sponsors, including Helicon, Hexus, Nanolec, Skygen, Kaigen, Erogen, Invitro, Chroma, Twist Bioscience, IDT, New England Biolabs Incorporated, Unstoppable Technologies, and others. The platform for raising funds, and more importantly for disseminating information about the project, was the Boomstarter crowdfunding platform. After returning from Boston, IgM Team Moscow did not stop working on the development of a portable biosensor based on CRISPR-Cas. In the future, the biosensor will be able to detect not only Borrelia, it will become a universal detector of nucleic acids. The leadership of Alexei Shaitan's work in this direction is in full swing. The scientific group, which includes IgM participants, received a grant from the Russian Fund for Fundamental Research. Options for commercializing the device in Russia were also considered, but it is too early to talk about this. However, one of the main goals of the team last year was the popularization of IgM in Russia, as well as the promotion of the ideas of synthetic biology and applied genetic engineering. Leaders and team members are doing everything possible so that participation in the competition does not just become a tradition in Russia, but grows into an entire information network, a platform for interaction between scientists, university and school students, companies, and people who are simply interested in biology. What is happening with the Igem Moscow this year? Due to the worldwide epidemiological situation, the Igem finals are transferred to the online format and the participation criteria are slightly simplified. For example, the Bolche work is now not necessary, and the project has the ability to complete 2 years. Shortly before the introduction of the self-isolation regime, the participants in 2019 organized several webinars where they talked about IGEM and their experience of participation, and also announced the recruitment of a new Igem Moscow team. Now the guys are helping the new team, supporting its members with their advice. If you have a strong motivation to participate, a willingness to work on a project as a team, and you are ready to devote a lot of time for this, then you can still join. Write to us on social networks. Follow the news in our social media: VK, Instagram, Telegram, Facebook and Twitter.